So you want to know why I stopped using henna? Well, let me tell you the story of my hair. In July 2017, I had a brilliant idea to dye my hair red. Where did this idea come from, you ask? I have no idea, because the first time I dyed my hair red was actually in 2016 for my 21st birthday. Funny enough, I hated it. Fast forward a year later, it's July 2017 when I had this brilliant idea again. I had this feeling in my gut that I would absolutely hate it again. But hey, I recorded myself doing it and I hoped it would at least make someone else laugh. But for some reason, I loved the color this time. I loved it so much that every single time I would shower and see the red hair fading, I would feel so upset. Now, someone who has dyed their hair every color under the sun, this was something I had never had to deal with before. And this is something I am very much dealing with right now. I started researching how to make red hair last longer and how to maintain red hair, which is when I stumbled upon henna. When I tried henna for the first time, I felt like I was a kid playing in mud and I loved it. I thought it was so exciting, not knowing how it was going to turn out at all. I clearly was in love with the color and how it never seemed to fade. Month after month, I continued using henna, and I noticed it starting to get way too dark. I also hated how I always had this unintentional ombre that I wasn't sure how to fix. One reason I loved henna was that I was always obsessed with coloring my hair. You guys didn't know me at this time in my life, but there was a point where I was dyeing my hair black to blonde to dark brown to bleach blonde all the time, like once a month. My hair was fried. I think one of the main reasons I did this was because it was a challenge, and also I probably had some emotional issues that it was fulfilling. So when I was using henna, one of the main reasons I loved it so much is that henna is known to be a strengthening treatment for the hair. What it does is it kind of acts like a cement, or you're about to hear my New York accent, a caulk, to fill in the cracks and all the damage in the hair. And I'm assuming this is why it's so difficult to remove. But because of this, my hair was so healthy, it was so long and strong. It had never been like that before, ever in my life. And I love that henna introduced me to the idea of actually wanting healthy hair. So when I first started using henna, I was using the one from Lush, which is a pre-made color. But when I started talking on my channel about how I hate how dark my hair was getting, so many of my viewers recommended I try another brand where I could buy different herbs and make my own color. This is when I really started to love using henna. I felt like I was always making a secret concoction for my hair color that only I knew how to create. Except I told every single one of you how to do it yourself. Not only did I like the color, but so did all of you. And everywhere I went, someone complimented my hair. I feel like I'm naturally someone who kind of just blends in. I'm very calm and my voice is very mellow. I don't really stand out. So sometimes it does feel like I'm Mia Thermopolis when she says,
"Somebody sat on me again." Really?
So having this little part of myself that helped me stand out really did make me feel so good. By the way, if you're liking this video so far, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out so much. Nearly 3 years later, the quarantine of 2020 hit. I started to feel like my hair was almost looking brown at this point, and not having changed my hair color in 3 years, except for, the few occasional blimps that happened along the way, that was a feat in itself. The longest I had gone without dyeing my hair since I was in middle school was probably 3 months, so I was going a little stir crazy when it hit about 3 years. I was starting to miss having blonde hair, and I really just wanted to change. So I began the challenge to remove the henna from my hair. There are a lot of misconceptions about henna, and I feel like a protective mother defending it, but to this day, I do still love it. I have nothing bad to say about it other than it's difficult in a lot of ways. It's not as easy as using chemical dyes. It's going to look different on every single person, and it is difficult to remove. So I did the impossible, as everyone said it would be, and I removed it. Of course, it was dry, it was brittle, the ends were destroyed, and I decided a big chop would be a great restart to this new hair journey. I prefer my hair to be blunt and thick, so being long and scraggly is not the look for me. I loved the color for a while. I loved how I could grow out my roots and have them blend seamlessly into my natural hair color so well. But I realized my favorite color along this process of removing the henna was this one, right after I had done highlights on myself. I realized that I prefer warmer tones on myself, even when it's blonde. As long as it's golden, I'm happy. However, I did not want to go back to henna after just going through that entire process of removing it from my hair. I like the idea of getting highlights done when I feel like it and easily touching up my roots when it's needed. I didn't want to have to go through all of that again anytime I wanted to make a little change. But I'm so grateful for using henna for the time I did. I love how it taught me to focus on the health and length over color. It introduced me to natural herbs and Ayurvedic hair care and using hair care as a means for self-care and almost meditation in a way. But everyone wants a change sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. So no, there's no secret reason that I hate henna or anything like that. In fact, I still really love it. But I did purchase a henna gloss bar from Henna Sook, the company I used to buy my henna from, and it's a hair treatment. So hopefully that'll keep the copper color in longer and still give me the benefits of henna without fully dyeing my hair. And who knows, maybe one day down the line I will go back to henna, but for now I'm very content without it. So I know so many of you guys love my hair videos, and I want to know, what kind of hair videos do you want to see from me? Do you want to see more hair care? Do you prefer natural hair care or all kinds of hair care, hairstyles, hair tutorials? Like, what is it that you want to see? I would love to hear your requests down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you do like hair videos, I'll leave this playlist over here for you to entertain yourself forever on all of my different hair content.